Hey everyone, Evan Jones with you here for another episode of the RPAC Rundown Podcast. Another great episode lined up for you. We will chat with Tanner Hebblethwaite of Paxton as he's had a nice season and the Tigers are 6-2 playing great basketball so far this year. We chat about the jump he's had in his numbers and as a team how they've been playing so well. Also, we've got Athletes of the Week brought to you by First Central Bank. As always, check us out on social media and rpacrundown.com. Of course, the RPAC Rundown podcast is brought to you by a number of great sponsors like Arapahoe Rehab and Fitness, Cambridge Supermarket, Webb's Oilfield Service, Cambridge Rehab and Fitness, Onyx Native, and C+. We'll take a short break. You're listening to the RPAC Rundown podcast. Now joining us on the RPAC Rundown podcast is Tanner Hebblethwaite of the Paxton Boys Basketball Team, and this interview is brought to you by Hardin Agency. Okay, Tanner, let's just get right to it. You guys have started really strong. Kind of an expectation for Paxton Boys Basketball. You're 5-2 at the time of this recording. Early on, what's working so well for you guys as the Tigers continue to play well?
I think it's our defense. I mean, we try to get a lot of turnovers and fast break points. Also, moving the ball on offense is also a key so that we're not stagnant and keep moving the defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Josh Akins, he graduated. He was huge on offense for you guys. You clearly have stepped up. You averaged 6.2 points per game last year. Now you're at 17.1. So you have filled that void pretty well. How has your game improved? What were some things that you worked on in the offseason to have a jump in numbers?
I think a lot of it is confidence, honestly. Last year I wasn't very confident, but now I feel like I can take it to the rim better. Mm-hmm. So I'm more confident in doing that. And in return, obviously my points have gone up. I think one thing that really helps is just some live reps. So like over the summer we played games, and so without Josh, somebody had to step up. So I felt like practicing in those summer league games without Josh kind of made it better and easier for me to step in the role during the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Those live reps are super important. Now, same with rebounds. You've improved there, assists, steals. Has that just been kind of a point of emphasis that maybe you and Coach Hardin have talked about, was being an all-around player, or what's the reason for that also, Tanner?
I don't really think it's been an emphasis, but kind of the past couple of years I've played and I haven't been in the scoring role. So that's kind of just been something that I've learned as the years go on, and just skills that I've learned, like boxing out, just something simple like that.
Yeah. Now your teammates have all improved also. It's proof in the numbers. And from what I've seen, you guys have improved as a whole. Maddox McConnell at 10 points, 6 rebounds a game. Noah Coppersmith, 7 points, 3 boards a game. How much fun has it been to see all of your teammates improve?
It's been a lot of fun. We've all mostly played together for our entire lives, since 3rd grade. I mean, even Justin's been coaching us for all that time. So it's been a lot of fun. I mean, Noah and Maddox are kind of new, but not really. Mm-hmm. But it's still been a lot of fun because, I mean, these are my childhood friends. So
yeah, that's super cool. Now, and maybe you guys don't have any team goals laid out for the season, but were there any that you guys talked about to begin the season? Some goals you had for this year?
I think making it to state. I mean, that's always a goal. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I would say that's our main goal. Obviously, if we can make it farther than just making state, that would be great. Yeah. But
yeah, that's awesome. Now, what game maybe this season has stood out the most for you where you guys played just complete team ball?
I don't think we've really reached our full potential yet, but I'd say the best game we played is Potter Dix. I mean, we had some really solid defense and we were scoring on offense. But yeah, I mean, Potter Dix is for sure our best game, I think. Mm-hmm. But there's still a ways to go.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned Coach Hardin. He's coached you guys since you were little. Of course, his son Ethan's on the team, so you guys all been friends forever. What's it like being coached by him?
I like him as a coach. I mean, well, and a person, not just as a coach. But he pushes us as hard as he can. I mean, he knows that if he's pushing us, we will continue to get better, and he knows that there's a lot that we can do to get better. So he's just trying to get as much as he can out of us to win basketball games.
Yeah. All right, we'll do some rapid fire ones here, Tanner. Some fun questions for you. The best thing you've done this holiday break, what's that?
I would say opening Christmas presents. I haven't really done a whole lot, so that would probably be the best.
Yeah, and so with that being said, what's your favorite Christmas gift you've gotten?
So my birthday is actually the 2nd of January, so we kind of like combine them sometimes. And my favorite thing I got was the PlayStation Portable.
Nice.
Portable, so it's like a handheld PlayStation. I guess you can play wherever you want.
Yeah, that's awesome. Probably makes it nice for some of those long bus ride trips and stuff like that you can use that maybe.
Yeah. Yep.
Favorite Christmas candy?
I don't really think I have a favorite Christmas candy, but there's these cookies my mom makes. They're called crinkle cookies. Those are definitely my favorite.
Nice. Let's see here. Is a hot dog a sandwich, and why or why not?
I don't think it is, because I mean, sandwiches are normally like stacked on top like this, and hot dogs are, I don't know, just not the same.
Okay, all right. And then what's your favorite kind of soup? It's cold right now. What's your favorite kind of soup?
Potato soup, for sure.
Potato soup. Do you have bacon in it or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I had it after though.
Okay, I got you. It's got to have bacon, I decided.
I agree.
Yes,
sure.
it does. So, well, hey, Tanner, thanks for the time, man. Good luck as the season rolls on, and we'll catch you later, okay?
All right, thank you.
Many thanks to Tanner for joining us this week on the podcast. Of course, this interview is brought to you by the Hardin Agency. You can get a hold of the Hardin Agency at 308-239-4541. We'll take a short break. Then it's time to announce the RPAC Rundown Athletes of the Week, brought to you by First Central Bank. Welcome back to the RPAC Rundown Podcast. You know what time it is? It's time to announce the RPAC Rundown Athletes of the Week, brought to you by First Central Bank. Let's plan for tomorrow together. First Central Bank, member FDIC. Our female athlete of the week goes to Addison Arvdahl of Sutherland. She placed first at 190 pounds at the North Platte Girls Invite last week. She is now 18-0 on the season. Our male athlete of the week goes to Hodge Rayburn of Cambridge. During the Pleasanton Holiday Tournament last week, Rayburn had 18 points and 6 steals in their loss to Pleasanton. In their win against Anselmo Myrna, Rayburn had a double-double with 14 points and 11 rebounds. Once again, the RPAC Rundown Athletes of the Week are brought to you by First Central Bank, member FDIC. That will do it for this week's episode of the podcast. Of course, the podcast is brought to you by a number of great sponsors like JBK Operating LLC, Scouts Recreation, First Central Bank, Cross Diamond Cattle Company, Tri-Valley Medical Foundation, and Prairie Girl Candle Company. Hey, thanks a bunch for tuning in. We'll chat with you soon.